Hey everybody, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly forecast. My name is Terence. The week begins on Monday, March the 14th. This is a big week as we're going to have the full moon. However, let's start with Monday the 14th with the moon that sets the public tone in outgoing, playful, romantic Leo. The moon in Leo will be in a challenging aspect to unpredictable Uranus by 11 a.m. Pacific time and lasts for about 2 hours. During that time, there could be some emotional, unexpected excitement. It could be a rush of infatuation, a creative passion, but it is certainly not a boring time. Now, on Tuesday, we're going to wake up and the moon is already void, of course. I've talked about this every week. When the moon is changing signs, which it does every 2.5 days, and the moon is no longer making aspects to other planets while in that sign, it's called void of course. Void of course, the energy is flat and unproductive. You don't want to make major decisions. You don't want to launch any major new events. This moon void of course in Leo will be occurring on Tuesday, 2:56 a.m. Pacific time through 9 p.m. Pacific time. So for most of the world, it's going to be the entire day. At 9 p.m. Pacific time, the moon goes into Virgo. Virgo is more sensible, practical, work-oriented energies. As we go into Wednesday with the moon in critical, analytical, sensible Virgo, it will be in opposition or confrontation to rational Mercury around 6 p.m., from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. Most of you will also be getting ready for sleep or already sleeping, but those on the west coast of the United States, it's early evening. And moon Mercury is when you're trying to express your feelings, there might be some misunderstandings. The moon is emotional in confrontation to Mercury, which is rational. So communications can be misunderstood, but it's only there for a couple of hours. Thursday, the 17th, is a very important day. Discerning Mercury, decision-making Mercury, will be in harmony with progressive, innovative Uranus. Mercury-Uranus, we're more inclined to be open to new ideas, new technologies, computers, working on your website. Mercury-Uranus is very favorable for thinking out of the box and coming up with original new ideas. But by the end of the day, the moon in Virgo will peak the opposition. Well, what I'm talking about is the full moon, because the sun's transiting Pisces and the moon is opposite in Virgo. And when the sun and the moon are in opposition, it's the full moon. When everything comes to light, everything, time of closure, a lot of things coming to a head. But this full moon in Virgo will be at 11:18 p.m. Pacific time. So for most of the world, it will be on Friday. This new moon, this full moon, however, will be in tension with Neptune. And it could be that by late Thursday, certainly through Friday, that Neptune can bring in this confusing energies. Now, Neptune can also represent what's been hidden or secret, and the full moon could bring to light what has been secretive. On Friday, the moon will be in Libra. Libra wants balance, harmony. Virgo, when the moon was in Virgo, Virgo is more work-oriented. When the moon goes into Libra for the weekend, Libra is more sociable and perfect for the weekend. And the sun in Pisces on Friday, the 18th, will be in harmony with transformational Pluto. Now, this could be a very favorable day for cleaning out the garage, the closets, doing a lot of letting go physically, but also psychologically. So it's also a very favorable day for an astrology reading, for counseling, but also just doing research and studying. On Saturday, the moon continues in sociable Libra. Libra is ruled or associated with the planet Venus. Venus on the 19th will be in a hard angle to the planet Uranus, surprising, unpredictable Uranus. This Venus-Uranus for the day is great for a new infatuation, attending entertainment venues, visiting an art gallery, but certainly it's Saturday and very favorable for going out and enjoying yourself with a party, with hanging with friends, because the moon in Libra is very sociable. Now, the Venus-Uranus could bring in this unexpected infatuations. Fortunately, the moon in Libra will be in harmony with realistic grounding Saturn from about 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. So you're not going to be, if you finding yourself being all swept away by a relationship, a new encounter, the moon Saturn will keep you more sensible and realistic. On Sunday, the 20th, at 7:34 a.m. Pacific time, is the sun enters Aries. It's the beginning of spring in the northern latitudes, autumn south of the equator. This is the equinox. The equinox is a time of equal day and equal night. But this is a big shift of energies, and the moon will leave Libra just after the equinox, and the moon will go into intense, passionate Scorpio at 7:45 p.m. Pacific time, yet all day discerning, intelligent communication Mercury will be aligning with expansive Jupiter. A very favorable day for making a lot of long-range plans, especially with educational plans, with traveling. Mercury, Jupiter is really favorable for learning and teaching and publishing. Before I sign off, I want to remind you I'm available for a one-question offer for a nominal fee. To request it, go to the home page of astrologyanswers.com and look for the tab labeled Advisors. Click on it, scroll down till you find my name, and follow the instructions. I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until then, be safe and well.